How are you, good viber? It is your girl Esther Joy coming at you with another video. On this channel, we love to talk about love, light, joy, and peace. So if you, my friend, enjoy spreading these vibrations to the planet, you're in the right place. So your girl is just chilling outside on this fall day, and she's going to be talking a little bit about our beliefs. We're going to be talking a little bit about how to make your life more magical by choosing what you believe in. And I'm sure if you're on my channel, you're probably believing in some pretty wonderful, beautiful, magical things. We're going to be talking about it, fam, because I want your life to be as magical and beautiful and blissful as it can be while you are here on the planet, okay? So let's just jump into it. Yeah. Okay, so let's just start off by acknowledging that you, my friend, are an infinite spiritual being. And I know that's so cliche to say these days. What does it even mean? It means that you are made out of the same stuff that everything is made out of. And essentially, we're all made out of the same stuff, and we're all one big soup of consciousness, and it's wonderful. With that being said, my dear friend, what determines why my toe is not the same as this single blade of grass? Perhaps it's because my toe believes it's a toe. This grass believes it's grass. Grew up with grass. Okay, with that being said, I'm no neuroscientist. I don't go around manipulating DNA or anything like that, so I can't even tell you why, to be honest, fam. But I can try, and that's what I plan to do, okay? So, we're going to be talking a little bit more about not how you can believe to become a blade of grass, like our little friend here, who I have plucked from his family, or their family, I should say, but I really wanted to talk a little bit about belief systems in general. We're going to be looking at the collective's beliefs versus your own. So, your own, what does that mean? You know, we all have our own individual beliefs, and then there's more of a collective one, and the majority, let's say, the majority beliefs. And as we know, the majority beliefs say, I won't say they don't believe in the magical things, but they're very fearful of them, which is something that I see us as humans. We believe that we're the only creatures in the whole planet that have this ability for life in this way. And I'm not going to debate that. I mean, it's very awesome, the way of life that we have here on Earth, but if the universe is really infinite, then we're not going to get too much into that, but you get what I'm saying. So the collective mind is one of a little bit of fear. They're scared of aliens. They're scared of even God. They're scared of, because if the things that a lot of churches and other organized religions say about it are usually just there to control them, and they use fear as a tactic. And sometimes even angels and other entities, people choose not to believe them. Some people believe in them, but they're so fearful of it that they will block out any signs of perception of these entities because of their fear. And that is not to down them or anything. That's just something I have observed. So with that being said, I wanted to say that personally I see entities, but they're definitely, even I am at a point, I get a little afraid and nervous when it comes to how much these entities present themselves to me, because when we're in human land over here on Earth, we expect things to go in this one way. They're so normal. You wake up, you go to your 9 to 5, you're tired afterwards, you binge watch Netflix maybe, and then you maybe eat dinner with your family or something along those lines. And it's a very, normal way of living. And then, we don't, I won't say we don't have opportunity. We have plenty of opportunity to open our belief system to receive and perceive more and more of whatever you are wanting to. But that is not something that we see in the mainstream society, in mainstream consciousness, that is being encouraged. Because that might not be as mainstream. People's belief systems, they all vary so much, whereas we see in the collective consciousness, it is mostly a lot of the same kind of rigid belief patterns. Anyways, because we're talking more about the magical side of belief systems, I really wanted to address some beliefs that you or others may have that might be blocking them from perceiving more of how magical and amazing this world is. So starting off with that, believing that these entities are out to get you, or they're going to kidnap you, or something bad is going to happen in general. Obviously, if you have a belief system like that, and it's not your fault, but you chose to accept that belief system on some level, and it must be addressed, because if you have that fear, obviously you're not going to want to see like an archangel, because you might be very suspicious that archangel is going to murder you or something, okay, with our human minds. So with that being said, it's very important to acknowledge if you have fear around these entities or any of these magical beings that are surrounding us constantly, that we coexist with. It's really important to acknowledge that kind of fear, because a lot of the times this fear is unconscious and we do receive it from the collective consciousness. This is something that I see underlying in a lot of the media, that people who are not really aware of these beings assume about them. And so that's something really important, that, if you believe they're going to hurt you, then you're going to protect yourself by not believing to perceive that, okay? But if you can acknowledge that your belief system is the only reason that you would attract something that would, be along those lines of, if I believe I'm this, then I'm actually going to be looking out for this in my reality. What you believe, you perceive, okay, fam? What you believe, you perceive. So with that being said, I know that I talked about how I've seen archangels and I've seen Federation members from the Galactic Federation, and I will not lie to you, it did freak me out. And I think that is something that is very normal for humans when the first times that they interact with these entities. It's not normal to our society and our collective consciousness at this moment. It is becoming more normalized, and we are preparing to have more galactic contact, and it's increasing more and more every day. But in the beginning, it's just something that it's almost like someone took you out of the third dimension. That wasn't what I was going for, but like when you're reading something and you get that inner perspective that the protagonist knows someone's reading their story, kind of like that. There's no need to be afraid. If you are feeling afraid, know that you're divinely protected. That's really what I'm getting at here. Also, some people are more drawn to certain entities than others. I'm not here to tell you which entities you are being drawn to. That is something that you will intuitively already know. I know for myself, I really enjoy fairies, I really enjoy galactic beings, and I really enjoy archangels' company and their guidance and their communication. I believe in these things. I know it's true, and I surround myself with people who have had certain similar experiences. With that being said, I also surround myself with people who might have fear around this. I don't really do it on purpose, but I think it's an important thing for myself, because if I have any fear, which I'm sure I do still on this topic, that might be causing me to kind of hold back from perceiving fully, then I need to acknowledge that, and the best way of doing that is to see it in someone else and see that reflection in myself. So with that being said, it's nothing to be afraid about. We are going into an era where there will be a lot more galactic contact happening to each individual on their own personal level, and that is a really wonderful thing, because again, we are all one. We're all just big consciousness soup, and it goes so much further than just this earth and, you know, this universe. It's very big and it's very small at the same time. So with that being said, I really do hope that this video, you found value in it. I'd love to know if you have any entities that you are contacting with that you believe in. And with that being said, there are so many entities out there that we do not have a label for, and we kind of just lump them all together. But if you have your own specific entities that you'd like to comment down below that you contact with and you believe in, and you want to share that belief, then please feel free. I would be honored to know more about your experiences, fam. Leave it in the comments down below and let me know, you know, if you like this video, you can like it. And yeah, I love connecting to you guys like this. I honor and love you, and I honor and love this amazing reality that we're living in. Choose to believe what you will. Know that it's true. What you believe, you perceive, and so it be. Have an amazing day. Namaste.